Natural. So happy that you're here. Just in case we're meeting for the first time, my name is Samantha. I'm a natural hair specialist. I specialize in natural hair, natural hairstyles. So when I braid my clients' natural hair, talking about growing long, thick, healthy 4C hair. Why 4C hair? Because a lot of persons have the misconception that because you have 4C hair, it cannot go long. Yeah, we all know it's not true, but guess what? A lot of persons still believe it because they have done everything according to them about their 4C to their 4C hair and it has not grown. Hi Nadia, hi Debian. Welcome to the live stream and thanks to the 20 persons that did this live stream a thumbs up. You guys are awesome. So today we're discussing healthy 4C natural hair, of course. Not that we don't care about the other textures, not that textures really matter. It's just that persons that have 4C hair tend to think that their hair won't grow or can't grow or take forever to grow because basically it won't move from a particular length. But I'm here to prove you wrong. It does grow. 4C hair does grow. But you see, like I've said in so many of my other videos, that you're not retaining the length. Why? Because 4C hair tends to be so because it's so coily, the bonds where the coils form are much weaker than other textures, and because of that the hair tends to break easily. Another reason is that 4C hair tends to be right, and because of that it tends to break easily. Some here now I'm going to give you some tips, what to do to retain length on your natural hair. So I'm talking to you as if you don't know anything, right? For the new persons. Before I go any further, I know all of you guys have on hair care on what to do to let the hair grow thicker and longer. Take a minute to share this live stream so those people can know and be aware that this is what I'm specifically doing this in this live stream, because a lot of time I'm on live stream, persons be asking me what can they do to let their hair grow longer and what products they can use. It's simply because it's not a product, guys. It's not a product. It's a regimen. Everything that you do to your hair determine whether or not it will grow longer. And for you to retain length, you have to have a regimen. So the first thing I want to say to y'all, leave your hair alone. First thing. By leave your hair alone, I mean don't be trying to comb and detangle your hair every day, every week. If you have a looser texture, that is fine. You can wash and go every day if you have short, loose hair, like if you have TWA, mean a teeny weeny afro, that is fine. You can afford to be doing that every day. Your hair is short anyway. You can do that, and that is perfectly fine. But if you have 4C hair, you're washing and going every day, you're not going to be retaining any length. Simply because our hair tends to get really coily, especially if you're taking time to detangle that hair every day or every week, you're going to be breaking it. Our hair is very fragile. The less you touch your hair will be the best thing for you. So, first thing, like I said, leave your hair alone. Do a protective style where you don't have to be constantly touching your hair. Protective style is any styles where your ends are tucked away. It can be twists, it can be braids, it can be cornrows, it can be any style where it's not done tightly, where your scalp can breathe properly, where you can still get to nourish your scalp can be clean and healthy, and you can keep it in for at least 2 weeks. That's a good protective style. The second tip I want you all to know is keep your hair hydrated. Like the rest of your body, your hair needs moisture. And what the moisture does for your hair is to prevent it from breaking. Once your hair is too dry, your hair loses protein every day. I should say that. Yeah. Protein, your hair is made of protein cells. That protein is called keratin. You lose protein every day. Your hair is no different. Your hair, even though it's dead, once it grows above, your scalp, once you see the hair shaft, it is dead, apparently. But if your hair is not moisturized, it is going to break because of the dryness and because of the amount of oil that you have. So you want to keep your hair moisturized. One way in which you can keep your hair hydrated is having a spray bottle. When you have your spray bottle, you put some water in it because water is what moisturizes hair, guys. Oils are not moisturizers, they're sealants. What that means is that when you moisturize your hair and you add oils to it, it helps to lock the moisture in the strand, and that is what seals the moisture in. So don't put a bag of oils in your hair and say, oh, I moisturize every day and my hair is still dry. I'm tired to hear that. I'm saying it because I've been hearing it, guys. That is not you moisturizing. That's you sealing in some dryness, literally. So moisturize and put your oils or your butters. And what I recommend is that you first know your hair porosity, because when you know your hair porosity, you know you have a guideline as to whether you can use this type of oil or that kind of butter. Because what porosity means is how well your hair is able to absorb and to retain the moisture. So then if you have high porosity hair and you're using really light oils or light creams and light moisturizers, your hair is going to be dry really soon. Because when you have high porosity hair, your hair gets moisturized quickly because the cuticles are open, and it loses the moisture just as fast because you're using light oils that will just absorb into the strand. And when you have high porosity here, you want to go for thicker oils, thicker creams, more heavy products with protein in it, to form a barrier over your strand to lock that moisture in your strand. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Thanks to the 27 person that gave this live stream a thumbs up so far. You guys are so awesome. Right. So what you want to make sure you do, so if you have low porosity hair, that means that your hair does not absorb moisture well, because the cuticles are really tightly packed together. They're closed pretty much. So in order for you to really get that low porosity hair moisturized, you need water-based products, lighter products preferably, because you don't want to keep adding layers on top of layers to your already tight cuticles. That is just going to prevent moisture from the environment and moisture from other products that you'll be putting on from going into the product, right? From going into your strand. What am I saying? Anyway, so guys, if you have low porosity or you want to work with oils that absorb into your strand, penetrating oils, you want to make sure you're using light cream and light butters as well. You want to stay away healthy, because what the protein does is build a barrier on your strand, and that is just going to make your hair hard, and it's going to make your hair break. Instead of helping your hair probably end up breaking a whole lot. And that's the guide to moisturizing your hair, guys. So in your spray bottle, you want to make sure you have some water. You may add some of your favorite leave-in conditioner to that spray bottle, and then you add your favorite oils. You can also add some glycerin or one drop of honey to your spray bottle as well. What glycerin and honey does, they act as a humectant. Let me break that down for you. Humectant does one of two things. Either they draw moisture from the environment into your strand, depends on how you use it, or they can take moisture from your strand to the environment. So you want to be very careful with that. Know your hair porosity and know how you're using your humectant. But it's really good. I like to add glycerin especially to my spray bottle. And you have a little tiny bottle in your little purse. You go to work, you're under the AC all day, or if you're at home, you work in the sun, whatever. Lightly mist your hair. You're not going to be drenching it with water or anything, but lightly mist your hair every single day, especially if your hair has been chronically dry. I mean, like if you have chronic dry hair, that's what I call it. Your hair is really dry because you haven't been moisturizing it. Start doing that and you'll realize the difference. Another thing that you need to do, deep condition your hair each time you wash your hair. Like every time you go and put shampoo on your hair, guys, always do a deep conditioner. And I promise you, you won't see the difference right away. You probably feel that your hair is softer. That is good. But the effect that you'll feel when you do that is long term. You'll see that your hair literally is transforming. It becomes stronger. It becomes healthier. It breaks less. And everything. That's good. But the thing that you'll need to know is to find the right deep conditioners for your hair. And sometimes persons have problem. I recommend that you start from DIYs. When you use organic stuff on your hair, You're sure that you're getting all the good stuff into your strands. When you buy store-bought products, this is what they don't tell you. Even though it says it's for natural hair, some of the ingredients I know you all read and you don't understand what they are. But some of them, they have really harsh chemicals in them that they use to preserve them. I like to use store-bought products. I have them. I use them because I have a salon, and I have reasons for using different type of products. But when I know my products this well, I can afford to do that. I suggest that you start from DIYs. Use your ripe bananas, your avocado, your pumpkin, your natural oils, your natural butters, mango butter, African shea butter, cocoa butter, everything that you can find natural to whip up in your kitchen. Try and make your own deep conditioner mix. Try those first. And then, for busy people, you can go ahead and buy a store-bought deep conditioner. But I suggest that you don't use it all the time. Use it like you're on the run, but you're going to wash your hair. You can do it every now and again, but start by using DIYs. And you realize the benefit of doing that after a while. So wash your hair with a sulfate-free shampoo, of course. And then deep condition your hair every single time you wash it. If you're just doing a cold wash, you can get away with a few things. Or if you're just doing water only wash, you don't necessarily have to deep condition your hair all the time. But if you're gonna be washing your hair, for example, twice per month or once a month, always follow up with a deep conditioner. I think my internet, can you guys hear me well? I think my internet may be giving problem. Let me check. Let me check that, guys. I think my internet may be giving problem. Is it any better now? Hi, Carbro. Welcome. Is it still blurry? Or is it better? So you guys are seeing better. Awesome. So it's not blurred at all. And you guys can hear me clearly, right? Alright, so that's awesome. Where was I? I got distracted. Is it going and coming, or you guys are seeing and hearing? Okay, let me try something else. Is it better now, Carbro? Alright, so that's awesome. Right, so what you want to do, you want to make sure that you're choosing the right products for your 4C natural hair. Some products that are on the market, they're not for our hair type, guys. No matter how fancy they smell, how fancy they look, and even if they say that they're for natural hair, I know you're probably not familiar with the ingredients that you should be looking for in natural hair products, but read, guys. I can't overemphasize. Read, do your research, know what's supposed to be in your products, what not supposed to be in it, and that is just going to determine how healthy your hair is. Some of the time, I encourage clients, to stop using a certain product, and they'll say, oh, they're not going to stop because at first when they start using a product, their hair feels really nice, it looks good, but over the time, by continuously putting that particular product on the hair starts to break because all that product is being left on the hair shaft, creating built up on the hair. They're not the hair, and even if you clarify the hair, those products over time make your hair very weak, and then it starts to break. I suggest that you try not to be a product junkie. Try not to be a product junkie. Find products that works for your hair. It'll probably be a while. Buy your DIYs and start adding little other store-bought products that you think may work or that you like for your hair. Once you find a product that works really well for your hair, you don't need to improve it. You're not having any fault with the product, and it's available to you, it's affordable. Stick with that product. You don't need to run and try every product that you see in advertising on the market. Because remember, they are trying to sell their product. And they're going to do everything to convince you. I'm telling you this, guys, because I've got a lot of emails from a lot of companies for me to actually review their products. But I like to know what they're all about. Listen to me, I'm telling you the truth. Sorry, let me try to see. I'm speaking the truth to you guys. I'm going to tell you the truth. But I'd like to know what is in their products, what it's all about, and actually like to test it for myself for a while. I may not test it on my hair. I may buy it and test it at the salon on different clients' hair, because we use a variety of different products. And if I don't like the product, I am not going to tell them to send it to me for me to review it and then come on here and tell you guys, oh, I tried this product and I really like it and you guys should get it. It's going to make your hair long and it's going to make your hair... No. But unfortunately, a lot of YouTubers do that for money because they actually pay you most of the time to do these reviews. If I genuinely don't like the product, if I try the product and I like it, I'll come on here and you guys can trust me to say, listen, I tried this, it did this, XYZ. You guys can purchase it. If I didn't like it, I'm not going to try and review it because they're going to be wasting their money because I'm going to tell the truth. So I'm telling you guys now, don't buy every product you see advertised. Start with your DIYs at home. If you don't have the time to do DIYs, research your products before you buy it. You can start by buying organic, natural hair products. Products that mark organic. Mean that the companies, normally they come in small jars and small bottles because they're organic, of course, they tend to be more expensive. But I prefer that you invest in these type of products. There are a few other natural hair products from natural hair brands that are really good as well. I won't discredit them because some of them are actually good products. But I'm trying to tell you, just be careful. That's what I'm trying to say. Just be careful with these products, and these persons coming to tell you, oh, I tried this and this is what happened. It doesn't work like that. Consistency is what actually grow your natural hair. There's no product on the market for you to get 1 inch in a week. It's not possible. God did not make us that way. And no matter what science is going to tell me about, if it had existed, doctors would be making millions of dollars on that product because they would have been taking advantage of it. It does not exist. It's just for views, just for likes, just for thumbs up, just to make money. It doesn't exist. What does exist, and I'm telling you the truth, so listen to me. What does exist is the fact that you're consistent with your treatments, you're being gentle with your natural hair, especially with 4C hair because it's so fragile. Treat your hair like a little baby. If you don't have time to really detangle your hair, to really take your time to undo your styles and so on, leave your hair alone. When you have time, when you're in a good mood, you can take your little snack, take your little detangling brush, take your little fingers, your little moisturizers, and take your time and undo your protective styles. Take your time, do your wash days and everything when you're in a good mood. That way you will minimize the amount of breakage that you get, and by minimizing the amount of breakage you get, you'll be retaining length. And I promise you, try this for 3 months and come back and tell me that I was wrong. Do everything I tell you for 3 straight months, not even 26, because by the end of 3 months, you will see that you have retained at least 1.5 inches. So you'll see what I'm saying. It is the truth. But a lot of person don't want to wait that time. Another matter of fact, I realize most of my clients, they'll buy a product and use it for a week or 2 or say it's not working. And then they go buy another product and they do the same thing over and then they give up and say, oh, I've tried everything and my hair is not growing. It's not truth. It's not the truth. You have not tried everything. You've tried a lot of products, doing the wrong thing with the products, using the wrong things on your hair, listening to empty promises from these companies, and that's why you're not seeing results, because you're constantly bothering your hair. Leave your hair alone. Stick to a very simple regimen. All you really need, a good shampoo, a good conditioner, a good deep conditioner, a good moisturizer, good oils, eat healthy, sleep well, pray to Jesus for healthy hair, and that's it. That's all you need. The other things are not. Oh yes, you need a nice white tooth comb. You have to have a nice white tooth comb because not everybody finger detangling works for, because some of y'all have some thick head, but I understand that. Have good white tooth comb, good hair tools, your satin bonnet, drink a lot of water, and those are the simple habits that you need to incorporate in your daily life, in your daily routine. And over time, you will reap the results. But I feel saddened when I'm telling you this because I know a lot of you are not going to do it. Because you're going to say, oh, that's too much time. It's going to take too much effort. But for me to help you, it has to take effort. And I tell my clients when they come, I say, listen, if you're looking to get a miracle product from me to make your hair grow, it's not going to happen. But if you're willing to dedicate the time, the energy, your patience, and everything because you're desperate to see your hair grow naturally, it will work. Because you'll be working with me and you'll be following my advice, and you're going to see results. And when you start seeing results, you're going to be motivated to continue. And then over time, you realize that it's not as hard. Yes, it will take time because natural hair, to care for it takes time. But you realize that it's not as hard as what you thought. But it's all about your priorities, guys. Practice patient priorities and lots of prayer. So take your little time and advance. What else do I need to tell y'all? What else did I say I was going to tell y'all to grow nice, long, healthy hair? Yes. Don't pay attention to the news about your hairstyle. Always tell you what's happening with your hair. Always telling you your hair is nappy. Yeah, don't listen to those type of people. If you really want to go natural and have healthy long hair, you have to set your face like a flint. Like, make up your mind. This is what I'm going to do. And all the naysayers, it's good to take, constructive criticism. Those are welcome. Good advice. Find yourself in company and crews that have the same goal as you. I mean, nothing wrong with having friends with relaxed hair. That's awesome. That's great. But find yourself in a natural hair community that will give you the support that you need. And for the love of God, please stop speaking curses over your hair. Stop saying that, oh, my hair is dry, my hair is stunted, it's not growing, my hair is ugly, I don't like it, it's hard. Stop cursing your hair, guys. Embrace what you have, embrace your texture. And then when you start embracing your texture, you start giving God thanks and praise. Have a positive attitude in regards to your hair, guys. So have a positive attitude. Give God thanks. Let him know that you appreciate the fact that you have hair on your head. Because some people, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I do hair loss clinics. So by right, today is a day when I do hair loss clinic. But this client here is her first time to the salon. She contacted Gary. And because Gary did not remember at first, Gary contacted me. She told me tomorrow is her birthday. I said, all right, after the hair loss clinic, when I'm done with all my appointments for the day, I'll take you. I'll accommodate you because tomorrow is her birthday. And that's why she's in my chair. So today is not a day when I normally do styles. But I'm finished with all the appointments that I have for the hair loss clinic. So I decided to fit her in because tomorrow is her birthday. And it's her first time in my chair, guys. So wish her a happy birthday for me. Yeah, they're wishing you a happy birthday.
Oh,
Thank you,
thank
Chemist Kid. So tomorrow is actually her birthday. So I decided to accommodate her after I'm finished with my clients for the hair loss clinic. Alright, before I was going to say that, this is what I was going to say. So when I see those clients come in, they don't have no hair on the head, they have little to no hair on the head. No matter my situation, I have to give God thanks for the hair I have on my head. And sometimes, some persons damage their hair by wearing extensions, by, different hairstyles and so on. Some of these clients, nothing like that happen. They just happen to have a disease, a sickness, or hormonal issues that comes from family, hereditary hair loss, and they're trying to get help to grow their hair. When I see these conditions, I say, you guys that are complaining about your hair being dry and short should be glad that you have hair on the head. At least you have hair to cover your scalp. So give God thanks. Yes, Latoya. You're still saying happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. So it would be free, right?
Yeah. You say happy birthday when it comes. And I sure, you know what? If you all don't believe what I'm saying, ask my clients. They'll tell you. They come to me, whatever the condition that you come to me with their hair, those clients that follow through what I say, at first they think it was hard. But because I am adamant, is either you go and stop, come to me, go see. It might be harsh, guys, but this is the truth. This is what I tell a lot of my clients. I said, is either you're going to come to me and your hair is going to look healthy. Not everybody wants long hair, but at least it must be healthy. Or you're going to go to another place and get your different styles that you may want and do whatever you want to do here. But the moment you start coming to my chair, I want to see that your hair is healthy. Even if your goal is not longer hair. When your hair is healthy, if you want longer hair, that is natural. Eventually, it'll get longer. But when you're not practicing to keep healthy hair, you know what is going to happen? Just a moment, guys. My phone ringing. Hello? Hi? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I remember. All right. Sorry about that, guys. When my clients listen to what I tell to them to do and practice it, they start to see changes. If you're going to come to me, you don't want your hair to be healthy, you're going to do anything to it that damages your hair, you're representing me. So when I comb your hair and it is damaged and I give you a style on your damaged hair, and somebody, you go on the road and somebody say, oh, where did you get your hair done? You say, oh, Samantha did your hair. Samantha did your hair? Well, your hair is damaged. You're going to think that I am the one that damaged your hair. You're not going to be a good representation of me. So I don't think you should continue to come to me if you don't want to follow my instruction in regards to taking care of your hair. That's what I believe. I prefer to have 5 good clients that follow me, take care of the hair, than have 100 that comes here, don't follow what I'm saying to them, and then don't take care of the hair. People see them. That's not representing, because that's not what I'm all about. Healthy hair is key. So I always instruct my clients, and the clients that follow, which is most of them, they see results. They see that the hair is getting thicker. They see that the hair is getting longer. It looks much healthier. It looks fuller, because they're following the result. And it don't mean that they have to go home and do a bag of things to their hair. Some clients, the only thing that they do to their hair is moisturize it. Because from the moment they leave my chair, when they come back to my chair, they have the same style, just that it's old. I'm the one that take it down. I'm the one that treat the hair, detangle the hair, braid up back the hair. They don't have really anything to do to their hair but to just keep it moisturized. Just spritz in the hair, oil in the scalp, spritz in the hair while they're at home. I have other clients that the only thing I do to the hair is treat it and style it. They take down the styles, they wash the hair, they do different things to it. I have different type of clients, but what I'm saying all in all, when you're at home, you have to do your part. It's just like going to school. You send your child to school, but when they come home, if you don't work with them, if you don't help them with their homework and so on, there's not much that teacher can do. Teacher can teach, yes, but you have to follow through with them. It's the same thing. You have to take an interest in it, and you have to do what you know. Discipline yourself. It don't mean that every day you're going to be worried about your hair. Oh, my hair needs this, and focusing on your hair. You're not going to turn your hair into a little god, people. Yeah, you're not going to turn your hair into a little god, but you're going to take care of it as a part of your body holistically, because that's God put it there. God wants it to be healthy. That's your covering. That's your, you have your naughty. Yeah, so cherish it. Why not take care of it? That's awesome, Jennifer. Hi, Miss Kids. Yes, ma'am.
She does not take a picture. She does take a picture.
Oh, you could. You could. Here you go.
And you're doing it very fast.
I'm doing it very fast.
Yes.
She thinks I'm doing her hair very fast. I wouldn't advise my clients to put peroxide and alcohol on their. Maybe it works for you because different things. This is different. This is different. This is like an edge control. I would not advise you to put peroxide and alcohol on your hair unless you have too much. So if it's not like a treatment that has alcohol in it that you have to use, I wouldn't advise that you do that. can try, you can take somebody's advice, but I'm telling you from what I know professionally, I wouldn't put alcohol and peroxide on my hair. Alcohol is very drying to the hair. Alcohol is very drying to the hair. Peroxide, what we normally use, along with a bleaching agent to lighten the hair. And it will lighten your hair even by itself. Probably not much as without the bleach, but it will lighten your hair. Even though in and of itself is something good that you use to clean wounds and so on. I'd prefer that you use apple cider vinegar or something milder that works with the pH balance of your skin. I'm still telling you happy birthday. I love you too, Nahol. And thank you to the 80 persons that have given this live a thumbs up. You guys are so awesome. Once it's a sulfate-free shampoo, you can try it, Nadia. Currently, I like to use a Palmer's coconut oil shampoo. Whenever they start reformulating it a different way and it's not working anymore, I'll let you guys know. I'm always changing because that happens often. And you guys should look for that too, because sometimes they do that. So that is the Palmer's coconut oil shampoo. Hi, Miss Angel. Hi, Danique. Happy to all those that are just joining us. Happy that you're here. What was I said I was going to tell you all? Yes. Scalp massages. This is what scalp massages do for you. It increases blood flow to your follicles. And that's what helps to stimulate. Because pretty much what happened is that, so what you want to do is massage your scalp with a stimulating oil. Oil that stimulates growth, and that will help promote hair growth. But there's another thing I want to tell you where that is concerned. Even though scalp massages in of itself, and you massage your scalp with stimulating oils, does work and it does increase your hair growth. Your body gets nutrients from the food you eat, and the food you eat, the nutrients that how your body processes the nutrients is through the bloodstream. So your blood is what the nutrients to the various organs of your body, right? If you're not eating healthy, now listen to me clearly. Listen to the preacher. If you're not eating healthy, if you're not eating a balanced diet, what type of blood do you think is going to your organs? Yeah, the same quality of the food that you're eating is the type of blood that is going to your organ. In other words, if you don't have enough nutrients going to those follicles, you could massage from now till thy kingdom come and do not see any results. But make sure if you're not getting good quality food that you take your natural vitamins, but try to eat your fruits, your green leafy vegetables, a lot of good proteins, a lot of nuts, beans, grains, just every form of natural protein in its most natural state, eat them up. Yeah. If you're not a vegetarian, you can have, your poultry, your fish and stuff like that, but make sure you're intaking protein. Your hair is made from a protein called keratin. If you don't have enough protein in your system, if you don't have enough iron, enough zinc, enough magnesium, all these elements and trace elements, B vitamins in your bloodstream going to those follicles, you're not going to have the desired hair growth that you want to have. Your hair is going to grow slower and weaker. It means that as breeze blow upon it, it just breaks. In Jamaican term. It's going to be so weak. You put a certain product on it, it start breaking. You comb through it, you run your finger through it, it start breaking. That's because you didn't eat good food, so you didn't have good blood going to the follicles, so the hair grow out of the follicles very weak, and the least of the thing you do to it when it's outside, it breaks it. You ever seen some trees? You know that they're malnourished because they're not planted in good soil. Nobody dug around them, nobody watered them, they're not getting enough sunlight. So the little breeze blow, they blow it down. Same thing with your scalp and your hair, guys. So you need to eat healthy to get good blood to grow longer, thicker, healthy hair. Another thing I want to touch on is sleep. Rest. R-E-S-T, rest. If you're not getting enough sleep, that can also affect your hair. The way your hair grows, as well as it can cause your hair to fall out like a really lot of fall. It can make your hair really thin. So try to go to bed before 10 o'clock at night, guys. Yeah, you'll probably not be able to do it every night, but break yourself into a habit. Going to bed early, try not to consume any gadgets. No, social media, no TV, no bright light before your eyes before you go to bed. Sleep. Get your sleep. That will help. That will help with your hair growth. Help with especially if your hair is shedding too much. That will help to combat it. If you're stressed, that is gonna make your hair grow slower. Fall rapidly. Like your hair is gonna, every time you run your hand through your hair, you're gonna see a lot of hair coming out. Every time you're taking down your protective style, you're gonna see excessive hair coming out because you're stressed. Stress is one of the #1 cause for hair loss. Can you believe it? Yeah. One of the things that you can do to relieve stress is exercise, drink plenty of water, eat healthily, pray without ceasing. Like literally talk to God. There's a God that cares about your problems, and he said, cast all your cares upon me because I care for you. And believe you, me, he does care about us, even about our hair. That's why I put it on our head in the first place. If he never cared about we, he would give us hair on our head. And he talks about it. Not one strand on our head that he doesn't know. All of them are numbered. He knows about it. And if he can pay attention to those minute details about us, we might think not that important, but it's pretty much important, and he cares. He understands. Rest. Talk to God about whatever is bothering you, whatever is making you stressed. There's a lot of anxiety and stress in the world right now because not just the pandemic, people's hearts are so cold, situations are getting harder, life is just harder, more stressful. Children are getting more evil, disobedient to parents and all of that. So it can put a lot of stress on us, but listen to the preacher. Pray. Pray. When you feel like giving up, pray. When you feel like you can't go any further, pray. When you feel like screaming, pray. When you feel like there's nobody else left in the world but you, pray. If you feel all alone, pray. If you feel happy, pray. Feel joyful, thank God. Pray. Pray in every situation. Pray without ceasing. And last but not least, help another sister. That's what I mean. You see a sister struggling with their natural hair? Help them. Give advice. It may sound silly, but give advice. Say, hey sister, there's a channel on YouTube, New Growth Natural. She teaches you how to care for your natural hair. Watch her channel. Or say, hi sister, you come on my chat, you see somebody struggling, you hear me talking and I can't see the question that you're typing so fast. Say, this is what I did in that particular situation and it helped. Good night right there. This is what I did and this is what helped me. Help somebody else. By helping somebody else, it helps you. It reinforces what you already know. Alright guys? So help a sister out. Thanks to the 98 person that gave this live stream a thumbs up. You guys are so awesome! it's where Christina did there all along. Where was Christina all along? So cold. Yes guys, so use not that one, the one in the plastic. Yeah. Yes guys. Any question that you guys want to ask me, one at a time please. Okay, you all know that there is over 167 of you on the live stream now. Any question that you want to ask me in regards to your natural hair.
What then? What then?
The plastic, the green and white plastic. The wipes. Hi Jane. To stay, Stray Cat has a question. The question is doing protective braided styles with your own hair more effective for hair growth than adding hair like crochet braids or box braids? Hi Stray Cat, I'm going to give you an honest answer without being biased. There's not much difference. Let me explain. If you do protective style with your natural hair, you're at an advantage, to prevent more breakage, for the style, to not pull on your cuticles and your follicles, your scalp, whatever, too hard. You're at an advantage. But doing crochet style is still a protective style. The only disadvantage with protective styles like crochet that I see is that sometimes it tends to, because of the tightness and the synthetic hair, it tends to irritate the scalp. And some persons have serious allergic reactions to the extensions, and it can cause irritation. But if that is not your problem, like it doesn't irritate your scalp like that, your hair is still able to breathe, you don't get your braids under the crochet really tight, and you can still manage to keep that protective style, still moisturizing your scalp, still taking care of your natural hair underneath it, by all means you can do that as well. So that is my bias free answer. Whatever styles you do, once it's not damaging your hair and your scalp, it is protecting your hair, it is a good protective style for you. Do what is best for your hair. But just to warn you, synthetic hair tends to dry the hair out. Persons tend to get allergic reaction from them, in that your hair start itching you a whole lot and stuff like that. And you may not be able to access, your scalp to keep your scalp clean and healthy while you're wearing that style. But it's just as good as a protective style as doing your own hair. So that was the first question. I have to scroll back up, guys, to see the other question. Hi, Jane. So Norma is asking, if she goes to bed at 9, will she be up at 1 a.m.? No, Norma. If you go to bed by 9, you'll probably be up by 2:30, 3 o'clock. But it depends on how well you sleep. But it's best to go to your bed early and get up extra early in the morning. Sophia is saying, hi everyone, I can't sleep, so I've jumped on to watch. Hi Sophia, what's stopping you from sleeping? Happy that you're here. Food with crochet, which I think I call tuna. In some island, have you heard or used this? Yes, Diana, I've used tuna. Tuna, guys, is a cactus. Like, it's a cactus plant. I'm going to show you what it looks like. I have a really small version here. Very small version to it. So tuna is a very bigger version to this plant right here. It looks like this, basically. But it's bigger. Instead of the middle, when you cut it open, there's this white thing in it. That's what they call tuna in the Caribbean islands. Yes, I do, when I'm stripping people's hair. Williams J is asking, what is the difference between a protein treat versus a reconstructor? There is not much difference, but what the reconstructor tend to do, take care of everything that is already, and basically adding back, sustainable nutrients to your hair. Pretty much similar, but the protein treatments only really just add the protein to your hair to strengthen the hair. And then so M Daniels is asking, how do I keep the braids from looking frizzy? It all depends on the texture here that you have. Some textures are lighter, and because of that it tends to get fuzzy quite easily, and also I braid here really neat, as in, even though I'm not pulling on her scalp, she'll tell you am I hurting you?
No, no,
No,
you're not.
I'm not hurting her, so she's hardly feeling a thing. If I let her, she'll probably fall asleep. Yeah, that's how gentle I am. But there's a technique to braid the hair where you're combing all the fine hair down, and I'm also using this Shine and Jam conditioning gel to control the frizz while I braid, so that the braid will last longer. Next question. Hi Sandra. Hi Brian. Good night, Tanisha. So Marilyn Crockett is asking the question, Samantha, are regular braids or French braids better for the hair when trying to grow hair? I wouldn't say one is better than the other. The key to braiding and allowing your hair to grow while you're wearing braids is making sure that they're not done tightly, making sure that you can access your scalp to keep it clean, to moisturize your hair and all of that, to keep your hair braids moisturized. And the key important thing is that be very careful during the takedown process. Otherwise, both of them are the same to me. Okay, Sophia, I hope you fall asleep soon. Janet says, I use shampoo and conditioner from the same company and the body of my hair is gone. Will it come back? It came back the last time after a few weeks of not using it. Janet, you need to stop using that shampoo and conditioner. Start using milder shampoo and conditioner, and yes, the body will come back if you start treating and taking care of your hair. It won't happen overnight by adjusting your regimen, using wholesome products, you'll get it back. Just a moment. Hi, can I call you back, please? Huh? Hello? I'm doing well. Can I give you back a call, please? Can I call you back? Yeah, let me call you back, please. Huh? Sorry about that, guys. Thank you. So William J is asking another question. She's asking, are reconstruction constructors more stronger than protein treatment? Depends on the type of protein treatment, but usually yes. But you don't use reconstructor the same like how you use protein treatment, guys. Hi Norma. Nothing sleep early, Norma, and wake up back early. That's actually very good. When you wake up back early, take the time out to pray, read your Bible, and get all chores done. Yeah. So BJ Little is asking, can braids be a protective style for relaxed hair? Yes, it can, but you want to be careful. Like, I don't know how that would look, because when your hair is relaxed, it tends to look thinner, lighter. So it depends on how comfortable you are with that, but it can. Faith is asking, what would you recommend a client that is going through hair loss because of thyroid medication? Change your diet, Faith. Change your diet. When you change your diet, it will help your thyroid, and by helping your thyroid, you won't really need those medications. But consult your doctor first, of course, before you do anything like that. Consult your doctor. What I'm not telling you not to take your medications. I'm saying to you, change your diet. Consult your doctor to see if there's another natural remedy that you could do instead of those high dosage in that medication that will still benefit you and then, you know, move on from there. That is my advice to you. But when you change your diet, when you take a different approach to life, naturally your body will start responding. A lot of the sicknesses that we have is because of poor dietary habits, poor lifestyle habits. So change your lifestyle, your entire lifestyle, health-wise, you know, and some of these illnesses will start reversing. I promise you. Danique is asking, how long do you recommend keeping a protective style? I heard anywhere from 2 to 6 weeks. Does it basically depend on if you feel product is building up and the hair then needs a wash? Good question, Danny. When it comes to protective style, you want to keep your protective style as long as you can possibly keep it, provided that your scalp is healthy. Because healthy hair grows from healthy scalp. So in other words, when I do my protective style, which is usually braids, I do single braids, right? To my hair. I like to keep them in for 3 months. And yes, you heard me right. Not 3 weeks, but 3 months. But when I keep my protective style for 3 months, I make sure my hair is washed. My scalp is clean. So I wash my hair at least twice per month. The protective style, I keep my hair moisturized. I keep my scalp hydrated. I use oils on my scalp, moisturize my hair with the braids in. I do everything to my hair with the braids in. So that's a good way to protect the style. But if you're going to protect the style for over 6 weeks, you want to make sure that your scalp is clean and healthy, and you want to make sure that you can access your scalp to give it, you know, some TLC. You can keep your hair moist, because after 3 months, after 6 weeks, your hair will be really, really dry. So you want to make sure that whatever protective style you use, you can access your hair, you can access your scalp to make sure that it is the best condition. That's what I'm saying. So how long? As long as you can keep it, provided that your scalp and your hair is clean and taken care of. Hi Denise, good night to you. Hi KK. Hi KK. Regarding alopecia and your 4C hair, send me an email at New Growth Naturals. I do online consultations. For persons that have hair loss issues, I do virtual online consultation at a cost, of course. So if you're interested in that, send me an email at newgrowthnaturals@gmail.com, guys. Like, I'm trying to read your question fast enough while still trying to breathe. So Shadara is saying, if you have scalp issues, should you protect the style for that long? No. If you have scalp issues, once you're not able to wash and take care of your scalp, I wouldn't advise you to protect the style for that long. Take care of your scalp, because from your scalp is where your hair grows. That's good, Evelyn. So I'm not seeing some of your question because of how fast it is, and because I basically scroll back to the top to see what you guys are asking. So I'm trying to do all of that while I'm braiding her hair. So if I miss your question, go ahead and retype it so I can answer you. Hi Tanisha, welcome to the live stream. No, Angel, it's very hard to get rid of the onion smell out of your hair. I have to be honest with you. It is good, but it's very hard. It's a hard scent to get rid of. Sometimes even after a week of washing your hair, you're still going to smell that onion in your hair. Oh, I use beeswax in her hair to hold it together, so the style lasts her longer. So I use it on her hair to hold the twist together. For high porosity hair, whenever you do protein treatment, you do always follow up with a moisturizing treatment. Whether your hair has high or low porosity, by the way. But for high porosity, you want to make sure you do your protein treatment at least no less than 2 times for the month, but no more than 4 times for the month. If you have high porosity hair, you don't want to have protein overload. But always follow up with a moisture treatment if you're going to do a protein treatment, because protein tends to make the hair hard, and that will make your hair break. No, you don't have to. It all depends on you and your scalp, Haseen. It all depends on how your scalp feels and what you can bear. Once your scalp is healthy, once your scalp is clean, you're okay. With my protective style, not all the time I wash my hair. What I do, I wet my rag or the cloth that I'm using, put some shampoo on it, and I clean my scalp, and I do likewise to remove the shampoo. So, y'all know, do whatever works for you. Joe, you can try the XTC vitamins, which if you have certain conditions, you may not want to just use any vitamins. You may want to consult your doctors first to see. Even if you're doing natural remedies, once you have complications, you want to make sure you consult your doctors first. Because even though natural stuff are good, they can, cause damage if you have certain conditions. So consult your doctor once you have health issues before you take any vitamins or supplements at all. So you need to start deep conditioning your hair, Grace. It's okay to ask questions, guys. But I'm trying to spread myself across the board so I can answer more persons' questions. So if I keep answering your questions, if nobody else is asking questions, then I'll continue to answer your questions. But I'm trying to give everybody a chance at me answering their question. Deep conditioner is better. Conditioners does have its purposes, and I'm not telling you not to use conditioners. You should use your regular conditioners, but deep conditioners really get into the strand and get the job done. For low porosity hair, I like extra virgin olive oil, grapeseed oil. I like argan oil, jojoba oils. I like pumpkin seed oil. Not much of the pumpkin seed oil, but I like pumpkin seed oil. For low porosity hair, I do not like coconut oil. Any oil that has protein or tend to, you know, it is, it's true that coconut oil penetrates the strand, but because of the protein content in it, it tends to make the hair hard, especially if you have low porosity hair. So I wouldn't recommend that oil for low porosity hair. If you try it and your hair likes it, well, congratulations. But most people that has low porosity hair never do well with coconut oil. But those are just some of the oils that is okay with low porosity hair for me. Hi Barbara. You're welcome, Slim Ann. Yes, I do it all the time. Is that Miss No Limits? You can deep condition your hair in with single braids. But when you're doing that, you want to make sure that your deep conditioner does not leave residue in your hair. So when I'm wearing single braids, I try to use very light deep conditioners or DIY's deep conditioner. That way, even if some of the residue get left in my hair, I have no worries. I know it's natural and it was thing that is good for my hair anyway. So kudos to that. I don't mind doing that. So if you're gonna be deep conditioning your hair while you're wearing braids, you want to use as natural a product as possible. If not, try to wash your hair out as much as possible. Somebody asked early on which was better, a protein treatment or a protein deep conditioner. I am going to go with a protein deep conditioner. Why? With a protein deep conditioner, especially if you store bought, they tend to couple it with some moisturizing ingredients. So after using it, your hair doesn't feel as hard. With a protein treatment, it tends to make your hair really hard right off the bat. Most time with protein deep conditioners, you do not have to follow up with moisturizers. In most cases, not all. But with the regular protein treatment, you tend to have to follow up with a moisturizing treatment. I hope you understand what that means. Just answering the person. I don't remember who asked the question early on. Yeah, if you're gonna use coconut oil on your low porosity hair, guys, try to couple it with like black Jamaican castor oil. It works well with that one, and try not to make the coconut oil too overpowering in that mixture. You're welcome, Dion. You're welcome, Williams J. You guys are so welcome. I don't get to do this every day. Sometimes you only see me doing styles and all. But after reading some comments, like when I do get a chance to sit down and read all of your comments, I realize a lot of persons, even though my videos are out there, still don't really get the facts of, how to grow their hair healthy and long. They're still asking, simple questions like they want a product to make the hair grow longer, what to use, what to do. So I just really wanted to come on here and clarify that today. And I hope my information has been helpful to you. Hi Janae, thank you so much for leaving a comment and for joining us. I can tell that you just come on here. So I already discussed that previously. So when this live stream ends, which is soon, you can go back and watch this live stream. I hope it's not a trouble to you to do that. And you'll get all the information about what you just asked. Alright? Because basically I'll be repeating myself to go back over all of it, and it's quite a bit. You're welcome, Barbara.
Hello? Yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to, Barbara.
My hair is not yet finished.
Thank you, Janae. So I finished this side as well. So I'm going to put some twists to the top and in the middle section right here. Let me bring you guys around here so you can see. And I come on this side so you can see the other side and see what I'm doing in the middle right here. Yes, Williams J. Precisely much. But guys, I should tell you, no matter what you're using on your hair, if you're not being gentle with it to prevent breakage, then it does defeating the whole purpose of using all those type of products and treatments on your hair. You have to be very gentle. You should come, Barbara. Hi, Pink. After coronavirus. I'm not advising anybody to travel anywhere apart from going to your bathroom, your bedroom, your kitchen, your living room, in the pool outside, in your garden. Stay home. Hi, Pink. I do not believe that frequent shampooing helps the hair to grow more. What I believe is that when your scalp is clean and healthy, that helps to promote healthy hair growth. In other words, if a person only wash their hair once per month, they are still gonna get the same amount of growth as somebody that washed their hair 4 times for that same month. The only difference is that while the person that wash 4 times per month have a scalp issue like dandruff and so on, washing the scalp help to keep it clean from flaking and the dead cells builds up and so on. That may cause them discomfort. But once the scalp is clean and healthy, the hair will grow nice and healthy too. But over shampooing or shampooing more often don't necessarily make the hair grow any faster. And another advantage of getting regular shampoo is that when you shampoo in your hair, you tend to massage the scalp, and that helps to bring blood flow to the scalp, thereby promoting growth. But separate and apart from that, not necessarily. I have not seen it to be true. For example, months when I do my protective style, the months that I shampoo more often than others did not show that my hair grew much more than the month when I did not shampoo my hair at all, or not much. I am doing a hair growth challenge now, Danique. For all of you that are new to my channel, I'm currently doing a hair growth challenge. What may I talk say? Are you guys seeing me clearly? If you have dandruff or flaky scalp, you want to go and shampoo as often as possible to clean your scalp, relieve yourself of itchiness, because continuously itching your scalp, scratching may cause hair loss as well. Hi Sil, how are you? Welcome to the live stream. So happy that you're here. You know what, Pink? I think you need to change your shampoo as well. What type of shampoo are you using? Try and use a very mild shampoo. That shampoo may be causing irritation. But dandruff is caused from a variety of different reasons. But after 2 days, you shouldn't be seeing flaking right away after 2 days. That means that your dandruff must be really bad. So start by using, instead of the shampoo, try apple cider vinegar and baking soda to clean your scalp. And make sure you follow up with a deep conditioner. Moisturize your scalp. Like use good oils, peppermint, tea tree oil. You can put a little coconut oil, a little, good oils. Mix them with good oils. Apply it to your scalp every day. That will help you. Gosh, girl, Pantene is so harsh. Like, don't use Pantene to shampoo your hair, please. That's awesome, Sil. Hi, Colette. Happy that you're here. So happy that you're here too, Barbara. Not really everybody, but I know persons that are frequent in the live. I know everybody that is frequent in the live. There are some person names that I remember. Some persons that I see in the live. Either they're new to the channel or they don't really say anything in the chat until, they probably have a question. The only product I use to cheese this one. Is this the same brand you're talking? This is their deep protein mask strengthening treatment. That's the only one I use for them. I have never used any of their other products. I do not use grease in my hair. Neither do I advise my clients to do it. Use natural oils on your hair. Those are better. Hi, Sabrina. My brother lives in Turks and Caicos. I'll visit soon. Thank you. Is that Dale or Daily? I don't know to pronounce your name, but thank you, DA. When you need to start doing that pink? That may be the reason why your scalp is so dry and start to flake. I'm awesome that this is passing that plateau, Danique. Right, so chemistry, what I normally do with the apple cider vinegar and the baking soda, I normally mix half part of apple cider vinegar with half part water, like half and half, in other words. So same amount of apple cider vinegar, same amount of water, and then now I add like a tablespoon, depends on how big your head is and how much hair you have on your head. That's how you judge the mixture. And I use that with like 1 tablespoon of baking soda. I'll make a paste, apply it directly to my scalp first, and then the rest of the apple cider vinegar, I'll put it in a bottle with water, spritz my ear all over with it, massage my scalp with the paste, and wash my hair out. When you wash your hair out, you can use shampoo to wash afterwards, or you can use a regular conditioner or a co-wash to wash it out if you want to. Wow, 141 persons gave this live stream a thumbs up. You guys are so awesome. You can, but make sure your mayonnaise has no salt in it. You can, and don't do that too often, please. The avocado in itself is good, but the mayo and the egg combination with it all the time, don't do that too often. Every now and again you can. No, it doesn't grow overnight, Pink. It grows overnight, but not the length that they say. You can't see the growth that you get overnight. It doesn't grow like that. But can I tell you, oils do help to stimulate your hair because it goes down into your cuticle, it goes down into your follicles, and it stimulates the hair growth. So oils does work. You have stimulating oils and you have products that goes down into you. Just like how if you're feeling a pain and you use a certain thing to make a poultice or massage the area, you stop feeling the arthritis pain. It's the same thing with oils on your scalp. So they do work, but not overnight like some people claim. Yes, you do have healing oils. Once you have single strand knots, cut below the knots. You don't have to give yourself a big trim. You can just take your hair and do some dusting on it. But once you get rid of those single strand knots, because what they'll do, they'll cause bigger knots. And eventually your hair will break. So get rid of your single strand knots. But how I prevent single strand knot is trying to do protective style where my ends are tucked away or my ends are braided out completely. That way my hair doesn't knot much. Also, you want to use moisturizing products on your hair so that you don't create friction. Once your hair is dry, you'll get single strand knots. While it is out in the wind, like if you do a lot of wash and goes, or you're always wearing your hair in a high puff or out all the time, leaving your ends out, you'll get single strand knots. So try to not do your hair, you know, in those type of styles. Make those types of styles the occasional.
I'm having near Facebook restart close to the logic. Um, the internet place there. Yeah, you can come close by there and then you can, I will call you as soon as.
Usually a lot of persons that are transitioning from relaxer to natural hair do see that their texture is much looser than before they got a relaxer. That's because of the chemical that was in your hair. Believe it or not, guys, this is what happened. When you get a relaxer, chemical changes happens to your hair, but even though you grow all of that hair, those chemicals that you use on your hair goes down into your follicles. Best believe it. It damages your follicles, it damages your hair. Sometimes it do come back to its natural curl pattern, sometimes it's forever damaged. Because the way your curl pattern, this is what happened. How your hair curls, like what determines your hair to be straight, curly, wavy, coily, is the type of follicles that you have. The shape. So whether it's oval, round, flat, that determines the type of curl pattern you have. And chemicals do alter those. Yeah. It's just like when somebody has certain sickness. That change the curl pattern of their hair as well. Have you ever seen anybody with AIDS? Like the full-blown AIDS. If they had 4C hair before, just believe me, they're going to look like really loose type 3 hair. Yeah. That's how it is. That's how it works. So chemicals do alter your hair forever. Sometimes persons will get back, if they're lucky, they'll get back their original texture after treating it and continuously taking care of it. But some persons just never get it back after a relaxer. They do. Find oils to help to soothe your scalp, to control the itching, and spritz your hair lightly with your spray bottle with water and leave-in conditioner and oils to keep your hair moisturized while you're wearing your protective style. It may cause your hair to shrink a little bit, but don't drench it with water. Just lightly mist it to keep the moisture up. Yeah, but AIDS is the killer, so I don't think anybody would want that. You can do a double boiler method, Sophia. Double boiler method simple means get your oils, get your rosemary, get your ginger, put it in your... Oh, that means if your mason jar crack while you're doing the double boiler method, use another container. Don't do it in the mason jar. Yes, put the pot on the fire with water. Put another glass container, like a, like another glass dish or a cup or something. Put the oils in. Put your rosemary, your ginger in. Turn the heat down. Like once it boils, you put it in there. Turn it really low. Cover it up and allow the heat to dissolve the herbs into the oils. Don't do it on high heat, please. Okay, sugar darling. I heard of it, but I've never tried it because I don't believe those things. I believe they have good properties for hair, but I don't believe in the overnight growth story. That is true, Williams J. Yes, Jackie, get back to eating them fruits, girl. I have to do that too. I'm changing my diet, y'all. Yeah. I'm changing my diet. I'm trying to lose weight. So I'm not only exercising, but I'm changing my diet and I'm taking some natural vitamins. Listen, my friends gave me some vitamins today. God bless him. I'm going to show you what that looks like. I've never taken them before, but I read the information that is on it and I'm going to do my research before I start taking them. But he did tell me that they're 100% natural. So these are what they look like. Neutralite double X. Has anybody taken these before? He said that they were natural and I read the ingredients. So I'm supposed to take one of each every day. They have no preservative. They do smell natural, like that fruity kind of. Yeah. But I've been reading it. Thank you, by the way. I'm really happy that you took them for me, but I need to do my own research as well. But it's so far 100% natural, no preservative. It's vegan, no milk, no animal, nothing, no nothing, no nothing like that. So yeah. Okay. I hardly do bread, Dali. I hardly do bread. The most I'll have is like a bagel. and that's not very often. So well, is it okay, Marilyn? I can't answer that question, Pink. I'm not a relaxer specialist, unfortunately. Well, fortunately for me, I only deal with natural hair. And most of the knowledge that I had previously, like when I went to school about relaxers, I don't remember because by practicing, you retain stuff. And I have not been practicing relaxer for over 11 years now. So I forget most of that information apart from the fact that they're bad for your hair. Wow, 199 persons here on my live stream. You guys are so awesome. And thanks to the 152 person that gave this live stream a thumbs up. Aww. Hi, Mutt Mutt. Okay, Marilyn. That's awesome, Barbara. Any more questions for me? I'm neither of the above. I'm trying to be a vegan, but I'm not yet past the vegetarian stage because I still eat fish. Occasionally I still eat chicken. But I used to be a vegan though. For years I was a vegan until I had Steven. I realized after I had Steven, I started eating meat because of how I felt at the time. And other things that changed as well. So I started eating meat. Not every meat though, but mostly like fish. And then I was eating chicken, like baked chicken and so on. But I'm trying to get back to it.
You overlooked the question.
Hmm? I miss enough. I have not seen your question. Do you want to keep typing it until I do? Bear in mind, I have so many of you on here typing, and I'm trying to comb this lady's hair as well. So the moment I turn away from the screen, it may be possible that I don't see your question. Hello? Miss Ma'am? Okay. Right, so please don't assume that I'm overlooking your question, and that's why Marilyn is in the chat. She's there to assist me with the question that I don't see. Hi, hi, baby girl. Well, it's okay to change hairstyle once or twice for the month. That's fine. Yeah. Right. So like I was saying, you can change your protective style every 2 weeks, just as long as you're gentle, just as long as you're keeping your hair moisturized. Nothing is wrong with that. Because some persons' hair can't hold the style, especially if they have looser texture. And that's why I'm referring to 4C here, guys. With 4C here, the less you touch it, the more it will retain length because of how fragile it is, because of how easy it is to break. So if you can keep your 4C hair for really long with it still looking good, the beauty about 4C hair is that it's able to keep styles for a long period of time without looking so messy. With looser textures, it tends to get fuzzy and messy easily, and you don't want to walk around with your hair looking messy just for the sake of length. You want your hair to be really groomed and looking good, just the same. So once your hair lasts for 2 weeks, you have to do it twice per month. That is quite fine. I have clients that come here 2 times for the month. They have healthy long hair because I take care of the hair. I'm gentle with it even though they're doing it every 2 weeks. That is true, Marilyn. If you have dry hair and itchy scalp, you can try the Palmer's coconut oil conditioning shampoo. That works. If you have really bad dandruff, you can try some blue. I hear that works. I've never used it myself, but persons have been recommended it. You want to use shampoo that has ketoconazole in it if you have dandruff and stuff like that. But make sure you follow up with a deep conditioner because those shampoos tend to be really drying to the hair itself. So you want to make sure that you go in and keep it moisturized afterwards by using a deep conditioner and have your moisture cream really up. Thanks for 205 persons now joining the live stream. I prefer to braid blow dried hair simply because when I'm braiding through the hair, by the way, by braiding, are you talking single braids or cornrow braids like these? For cornrow braids, I prefer to braid hair that is stretched. Simply because when your hair is not stretched and you're braiding it, you're more prone to breakage. So it's best to stretch your hair before you braid it. If you're talking about single braids, then you can braid it either way and it doesn't make a difference. Hope I was able to answer your question. Good night, Laverne. When they start looking bad. When they start looking bad, or at least after 2 weeks, because after 2 weeks your hair tends to pick up lint, especially at the edges. So you want to go ahead and refresh those. Otherwise, leave your hair alone if it's not really looking bad. Hi, baby girl. Me too, Marilyn. I prefer box braids as well. Well, I don't wash my hair in twist simply because my hair locks when it is in twist. Especially if it gets wet, then yeah, that's something that I wouldn't want to do. But some persons can wash their hair in twist and nothing happens. Kudos to you. If you find that your hair is like that, well, by all means, wash them twists. But I like to braid my hair simply because I can wash it. It doesn't shrink much when I wash it. It does shrink, but not as much as twist. And it doesn't lock on itself no matter what. I'm trying to read your comments. While I'm braiding up our hair, twisting out our hair. Yes, Angel. Mine too. My hair love braids. This looks nice and fluffy on my hair, but it doesn't last for long. It either locks or get really fuzzy. It does help, but I like to wear my hair out. Good night, Lurleen. Welcome to the live. This is my last twist, guys. Most natural hair does that, Jackie. It curls up when you wash it. So we're done braiding and twisting, guys. So I'm gonna braid up the back of her hair to the top. Hi, cute girl. Are you in the Cayman Islands? No, she won't. She's gonna come back to me in a month time to get it treated. Every month she'll be coming here to get her hair washed and treated. Good night, Kevin. Well, this is her first time seeing me. She does want her hair to grow longer. I don't know if she have a goal, but my goal is for her is waist length and beyond. As long as she wants to grow it, it can grow. Guys, as long as you want your hair to grow, it can grow there. It's just that our hair have terminal length, and that is dependent on our genetics and all. But our terminal length is not the current length that you guys have. So not because it grows and stuff at your neck all the time mean that that's your terminal length. Treat it with maximum care and protection, and then you'll know what your terminal length is. When it grows to the top of your bottom and then won't get any longer, you'll know that it is. That is what it is. Or when it goes to your waist length and wouldn't get any longer, that's your terminal length. Okay? So never stop trying. Oh, I'm off Eastern Avenue. Cute girl. What you can do is send me an email at growthnaturals@gmail.com so I can give you information on how to contact me to make your appointment if you want to come and get your hair done, alright? Thank you, LRH. Nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Happy that you're here. And thanks to the 220 persons that joined me on this live stream tonight. You guys are so awesome. Awesome. Oh, what may I say? You guys are so awesome. Listen, no, me a chat from even. I'm more tired. If I get tongue tied. So anyway, guys, if you have any more questions, either send me an email, but I prefer if you comment them below. If you comment them below, when I go through my comments, I'll see them. With emails, I have 1,000,001 emails. So when I get tired, I may not see your email. Okay? Until next time, guys. Remember, Jesus loves you, so be very good. Bye.
And thank you, Samantha, for doing my hair. I really love it.
Ah,
God
she loves her
bless
hair.
you.
Ah, that's so sweet. Bye, guys.